Julie Roussel here on this wacky Wednesday. Hey, a little bit late than usual, but my youngest needed some help with studying for a math quiz, so mom had to step in and help out a little bit. But hey, welcome to Wacky Wednesday, where you never know what the topic's going to be. So thanks for joining in, whether you're popping in live or catching on the replay. It's great to spend a few minutes with you. As I see a few more coming in, I'm gonna recognize you in just a bit. But as always with any of my videos, if you hear something that you find helpful, leave me a reaction, comment your thoughts in the thread below, ask questions anytime, or even if you're just saying hey. I always love and appreciate hearing from you, always. Share the video with anyone you think it might help, and PM me if you have questions or want to hear more. I'm always happy to share the things that I'm learning, and I hope that they help you. So hey, hello Autumn, hello Janet. Great to see you both. Thank you. Hello Joe, nice to see you popping in. Hey Steve, nice to see you. Michelle, awesome lady. We gotta talk soon. It's been crazy, but we will. And I see a few more others. If I happen to miss you, I apologize and I don't give you a shout out. My camera and notes are usually set landscape style, which means they're to my left, which looks like you're right. And usually my mind goes blank every time the camera goes on, so I have to have my notes there. So if I miss you, I apologize. Leave me a hey or an emoji, something in the comments, and I'll see it and know that you're there. So I think I got everyone. If not, like I said, if I missed you, I'll give you a shout out. But welcome. And tonight I'm gonna ask the question, so do you often battle oily skin and large pores? Would you like to say bye-bye to that? Well, you can. So here, I want to share with you some top reasons and why you have oily skin with large pores and the top ways to address it. So, as well as provide you with a few helpful tips. These are not my tips. I want to make that clear from the beginning. They're tips that are passed along to me from my friend, Michelle McBride, who is a dermatology PA, and she was kind enough to share her tips and her expertise with me because I had a lot of questions and needed some help, and she was kind enough to provide it. Oh, great, Autumn. I'm glad I'm not the only one who struggles with that too. Cool. Can you see the shine? Just a little. Okay, so as I said before, these are not my tips. I may have a skincare side gig, but I always ask her advice and I always benefit from her expertise. So what are the causes? Well, number one, oily skin. I mean, it happens. But basically, sebum, which is also called oil, is produced in the skin by your oil glands, just beneath the skin. And then oil, dirt, and bacteria, dead skin, all kind of congregate in the same area. And your pores, luckily, are very, very elastic. And the sides of the pores will stretch to hold all of that in. Oh, hello, I see a few more joining in. Thanks for popping in. Kimberly, I haven't seen you in a while, lady. Thanks. But as I was saying, your pores are elastic and will stretch to hold all of that stuff inside. And it's kind of like when you've gone to an all-you-can-eat buffet and you've overeaten and your stomach is kind of bloated. Hey, lady. And when your stomach is bloated and stuck like that, it doesn't go down, kind of like a pore. And if you eat more, it tends to stretch more and more. So the same thing happens over and over again. The next cause is the natural aging process. I'm old, I'll admit it. But things like sun, smoking, collagen loss of firmness as you age. And these are some of the factors that will cause your pores to dilate and enlarge. And they're kind enough to hold more and more. And if your skin happens to be dry, like mine, then they also produce more oil to compensate. Nice. Third reason, gender and genetics. Thanks, lady. I don't know, we'll have that discussion another time. But gender genetics, men more often have the larger pores and a lot more testosterone, although women can have large pores and oily skin as well. Just not as much, but sometimes maybe due to hormones, pregnancy, puberty, all the fun things. Next reason, sun exposure. And this is a big one. This was something that I wasn't aware of that Michelle passed along to me that was very, very helpful. If you don't use sunscreen, if you're exposed to the sun a lot, it will thicken up your skin, which will also reduce the amount of collagen you have and accelerates your pore dilation, which means more and more oil is being produced. More and more oil creeps out onto your skin. And the best tip that Michelle gave me was to use sunscreen all year long. That's right, all year long. And there are many oil control, non-comedogenic ones that won't block your pores and won't add to your oil production. So you can choose one of those. And if you need help choosing one, you're more than welcome to shoot me a PM and I'll help you choose one or make some recommendations. Oh, hello, Heather. Thanks for popping in, lady. But next, Heather, I don't know how to tag you in this. So it's asking me if I want to tag you. I have no idea. If you have any ideas, let me know. Oh, hello, Linda. Heather, nice to see you both. Thanks for popping in. And last cause, hydration. And this was also a big one for me. Skin that is not balanced, skin that lacks hydration. You know, if you have combination skin like dry here and really oily here, the reason is when your skin is not balanced with enough moisture, your pores will overcompensate and they'll ramp up your oil production more and more to make up for it. For example, I used to wipe my face with some of those blotting tissues throughout the day. And no matter what I would do, I would still see that oil on my face. I would still see the makeup gobs and it felt gross all day long. Hey, Linda, nice to see you, lady. And Michelle shared with me a few ways that you can treat it because there is no cure for large pores and oiliness, but you can treat it and minimize it and help keep the oil production down. So first and most important, you want to take off the makeup. Uh-oh, I think I left my cleansing remover. So I'm going to be showing you some of the things that you can do just right here that are going to help. So give me 1 second. Okay. As I said, it was a really crazy night and I'm running a little late and I forgot something. But what I'm going to do is show you right here is what you want to do is take off your makeup. And I do wear a little bit of powder. So I'm just going to use this area here because this is my major oily area right here. And I don't know how well you can see, but there is some makeup on my makeup pad. So the first thing and most important thing you want to do is definitely remove your makeup. And especially if you are wearing anything that is a long wearing foundation or a stay all day type one, you need something to remove it because otherwise it's still going to be trapped in your pores and you really don't want that. Okay, the next thing you want to do is exfoliate. That's right, exfoliation helps. And 2 to 3 times a week is all you need. And you want to use a scrub. I am using a scrub right now. I'm going to pull that up. It's just a little scrub and it's a sugar and salt one. And you just want to take a little bit on the pads of your fingers, just like this. And you don't want to scrub really hard because a lot of people think the harder you scrub, you know, the more dirt and junk that you're going to take out of your skin, but it's the opposite actually. Because I found out through my own experiment that the harder you scrub, excuse me, the more it irritates your skin. And when it's red and irritated and burning, and yeah, you've learned your lesson. You know that you are exfoliating a little too much. And as you can see, my skin really isn't that red. So it's obviously not irritated. Once you're done exfoliating, all you gotta do is wipe it off, nice and easy. Actually you can, and if you like, I can PM you about it, Autumn. But you can, it's very difficult to make, but you can do either one actually. Okay, and there we go. I think I've got most of it off. Oops, and I missed some. Okay, pretty easy. All right. And next thing is you want to use some sort of cleansing mask. And this is something that I do often because what it will do is clean and pull all of the dirt and bacteria and dead skin cells out of your pores. Now I usually choose something that's a little bit more along the gentle line. On days like today where I was sweating a lot and working out, I choose something that is a sulfur based because it's going to pull that out of my skin. Just like that. Make her make it. I love your attitude, Janet. But what I'm doing is putting a little bit on right here in this area where it is the oiliest. So that's a sulfur-based one. And on other days, for me, when it's not a really heavy, oily workout day, then I simply take a kale and clay-based one. and use it on the other areas. Ooh, I'm feeling like a clown. And the key with the cleansers and masks that you choose, you want to avoid anything with alcohol and benzoyl peroxide because they are very burning, very drying, and very irritating for most people. So I just wanted to share that tip with you as well. And I do like this kaolin clay mask because it makes my skin feel smooth, and it ends up shrinking the pores and sweeps out bacteria, shuts down your oil production, you know, things you don't need. Okay, so I'm gonna remove that real quickly. Woohoo! Looks like I'm wearing clown makeup, fresh from the rodeo. No worries. Okay, hello Karen, hello Linda. I saw a few more joining in. Like I said, if I missed you, leave me a shout or a hey, so I know that you were there. Thank you. All right, third thing, toner. And for me, with, like I said, very oily skin and a lot of oil production, large pores, toner was a big help for me. Because toner, what it will do is tighten and close your pores up. It will help sweep out the bacteria and shut down your oil production so that your skin doesn't feel like an oil factory all day long. Kind of gross. And all you do is just wipe a little bit on your palette and wipe it on your area there. There we go. Easy. Like I said, my skin's a little red because I exfoliated, but it'll fade quickly. And again, you want to avoid any alcohol in your toners because that burns most faces and will cause a huge amount of irritation. Oh, hey, Mike, thanks for joining in, buddy. I don't think I've seen you come across live yet. It's great to see you. Okay, and you want to use one that's pore minimizing, or on some days for me, oil control because I'm working out. And if you ever need recommendations, you're more than welcome to PM me. I'll pass along what Michelle has shared with me that were really helpful. Okay, fourth tip. Don't pick your skin. I know, it's really hard to do that because you want to get that out of your pores as quickly as possible. And I'm totally guilty of this. But one thing Michelle shared with me was that oil, dirt, and bacteria are all underneath your fingernails, even if you wash your hands. And that is going to seep into your pores and cause infections and a lot more problems. And it will also cause your pores to dilate and look even larger. So you're causing more problems. Don't want to do that. And some people prefer the pore strips that you put on and peel off. And I've used them many times, and it does kind of pull garbage out. But what I noticed for me was that halfway through the day, those pores were full of oil, full of dirt all over again. So it wasn't something that solved problems for me. So maybe it will for you. I don't know. Okay, last thing is a primer. Oops, I tend to have forgotten that too. As I said, it's been a really crazy day and I forgot. But luckily I had it right nearby since this is my own very little skincare clinic here in the bathroom, because that's where all the fun goes on, right? But the next thing you want to do is use some sort of hydration or a primer. And I know people are thinking, I don't need that, I'm a guy. You know what, guys don't need a primer technically because they're not putting on makeup, but you want to use something that is very light, something that is hydration, because what it will do is it will pull moisture into your skin all day long. And for me, because I'm a dry and oily combination kind of girl, it helps balance out the oil production so that my oil glands aren't kicking into overdrive. And I chose a glycerin-based product, number one, because it feels light on, but it holds the moisture in, it plumps up your skin, it makes it feel great. And for that little bit of makeup that I do wear, it keeps it sitting on top of your skin instead of getting sucked into the pores where you can see every little dot and bit of it. Okay, the next thing you want to choose is something that's a retinol-based product. I think that's the right word. And Michelle recommended that I try a vitamin A derivative, you know, like a retinol, and there's a bunch of them that are in several different creams and varying strengths, and they end up stimulating the collagen and your skin renewal and repair, which are all the things that you need. And it does have anti-aging properties. So if you're trying to fight off the fine lines and wrinkles and firmness and lack of texture, it's a great help. Oh, hey, thank you. Hey, Abby, nice to see you, lady. Thanks for popping in, my friend. But, and just one really important thing that Michelle shared with me was that if you have sensitive skin, and I mean really sensitive skin, you have to be very choosy about what items and products you place on your face. Because Many of them can irritate your skin. So you want to address that redness and sensitivity first. And as you can see, all of my redness is gone. It only takes a few minutes to fade. But there are a few new over-the-counter vitamin A derivatives as well as sensitive-based products that would help you out. And I can pass those along to you as well if you need them. But so we went over the reasons why you have oily skin, why you have large pores, and way to address and treat it as well as minimize it. And if you heard something helpful tonight, would you please leave a reaction? Comment your thoughts in the thread down there for me. If you have questions, or even if you're saying, hey, no worries, I love hearing from you. I appreciate that. And like I said, I saw a few more join in. If I miss you, do me a favor and leave me a shout out so I know you were there. Oh, hey, hello, Cindy. Nice to see you, lady. Hey. But shoot me a PM if you have questions or would like some recommendations. I can pass along the ones that Michelle gave to me. So I hope that you've enjoyed the amazing tips that my friend Michelle McBride, who's a dermatology PA, shared with me that have been helping me in my struggle and battle with oily skin and large pores. So there is no quick cure. You know, it's going to something that's going to take time and a multi-med approach. And please, don't pick. I know it's hard. Don't pick. I'm totally guilty of this. So don't sleep in your sweat and makeup. You know, exfoliate, tone, hydration, wear sunscreen, the basics. So I hope that you enjoyed these tips and tricks. And if you have any questions or require some recommendations, feel free to shoot me a PM. I'll be happy to help you out with those. I'll be back again next Wednesday with a totally different topic because it's Wacky Wednesday. You never know what the topic's going to be.